Daytona Beach, Florida, home to Hankster's Hot Rods, Muscle Car, and Collector Car Showroom. Where we own all of our vehicles, we are not a consignment dealership. During the next 7 to 8 minutes of this video presentation, we are going to go over our buying process. So, if you're already familiar with our process or you've watched our videos in the past, please feel free to fast forward to today's vehicle presentation. In Daytona Beach, we have a 25,000 square foot facility where we house 60 to 70 collector cars, all of which we own. Hanksters.com. We are an internet-based business. We have 80 to 100 photographs on our website of each vehicle, along with a 20 to 25 minute video presentation. The reason we have this content on our website is because the majority of the transactions we conduct month after month and year after year are done sight unseen. Yes, people wire us money for $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 cars without ever coming to look at them. However, I do not encourage that you do this. Classic cars, they're awesome, nostalgic, have great looks, get a lot of compliments, a lot of eyeball, a lot of appeal. But they're 30, 40, 50-year-old cars. They are not that brand new car that you're going to go get from your Ford or Dodge dealer or Chevrolet dealership. They all have flaws, deficiencies, weaknesses, tendencies, some of which we try to disclose in our video presentation and in our photos on our website. I encourage you to come in person to check out the car for yourself. We would gladly pull the car outside for you. You can check out the paint condition, interior condition, real good out in the natural light. You can pop the hood, you can pop the trunk, look the car real good with your own eyes. We have 2 twin post lifts here in our Daytona showroom. We'd be more than happy to put the car in air for you if you'd like us to. You can check out the undercarriage, the suspension components, the bottom of the motor, the bottom of the transmission, the floor pan condition, the tire condition. We'll let you drive the car. You can see how the car stops, starts, steers, accelerates, how the transmission shifts, how the ride feels, if there's any noises you don't like, if there's any kind of vibrations or anything like that you do not like. This way, when the vehicle shows up to you wherever you're at in the United States or in the world, there are no surprises because you were here and you went over the car for yourself in its entirety. In our photo shoots and in our video presentations, we try to represent each vehicle as honestly and as accurately as we possibly can and offer full transparency. However, we can only cover so much content in a 20-minute video presentation, and this is why we encourage you guys to come in person and check the car out for yourself. What happens next? Once you decide on your classic ride, where do we go from here? If you're a cash buyer, we accept cashier's check from your bank and bank wire transfer. And if you're coming to visit us in person, you want to bring us cash, we'll take that too. That does still spend today, believe it or not. Maybe you don't have the cash to buy one of these cars. What are my financing options? We work with a few different collector car lenders that offer terms on these vehicles. The terms start at 5 years and they go up to 15 years. Approval is going to be based on your credit bureau, debt to income ratio, time on the job, time at your residence, price of the car, things like that. I discussed 15-year term. They aren't going to do 15 years on a $25,000 car. There is price cutoffs for that 15-year approval, and obviously you have to qualify on the credit end. The loans from the lenders are simple interest loans, which means if your payment's $500 a month and you pay $800 a month, the extra $300 goes towards principal. Also, no prepayment penalty. So if you get approved for an 8-year term, which is about the average approval term, and you pay it off in 12 months, they aren't going to penalize you for doing so. So that makes it nice to own one of these classics also. Short-term money loans, you can do that. And then you can pull money out of your home equity line or your 401k or pull cash out of the bank, whatever the circumstances that you have are. Once the vehicle is paid for, what happens? The car goes through a pre-delivery inspection process. We sell old cars. Anything can stop working, anything can start leaking at any given moment. Therefore, we put the vehicle through one last shakedown prior to it leaving our facility and heading your direction. We torque the lug nuts, we check the tire pressure, we check the fluid levels, make sure the AC is blowing cold if it's equipped, make sure your brake lights work, your horn works, your wipers work, all of that stuff. Once it's green lighted and the guys say it's good to go, then we detail it. After it goes through detail, a carrier is dispatched if we are the ones handling the shipping. We can typically have a truck here within 48 hours. However, If you're in a more rural or remote destination, or a holiday falls in there, or maybe you're on the West Coast where they do fewer runs because of obviously the travel distance, it may take 3, 4, 5 business days to get a truck here, but I promise you, we know you're excited to get your ride. We are excited we earned your business as a customer. We will get you your vehicle as quickly and as safely as we possibly can. If you're the one handling the shipping, let's say you're sending your own carrier, or you're coming with your own enclosed or open transport, or you're driving the car home because you're close enough, we'll let you know when the vehicle is ready and you can come pick the vehicle up. That about covers our purchasing process here at Hankster's Hot Rods of Daytona. So let's get started with today's vehicle presentation. In this business, I get the privilege and the opportunity to be able to buy, sell, and look at a lot of vehicles, from Cudas to Roadrunners to Camaros to Novas to Chevelles to Amphicars to just about anything you can think of. Today we have a rather unique piece of inventory here at Hankster's Daytona, a 1966 Chevrolet. Call it a panel van, call it a C10, call it a Suburban. It's a custom built vehicle, so let's take a look at what we got. Let's start off with the motor. It is a 350, so it is a small block. You have a master cylinder here on the firewall, but you do not have a brake booster, so the vehicle is not power brakes. It's four-wheel drum manual. Down there, buried on the the driver's side of the engine block, there is your power steering reservoir. So the truck is equipped with power steering. And guess what? Mounted right here, there is no AC compressor, but we can change that for you if you'd like us to. The truck does not have AC. So, silver in color, has some probably what I would call either dark brown or maroon stripes on it. Very cool looking piece, a very unique piece. Something you're not going to see another one of on the road. Paint on this vehicle. Now keep in mind, this is a driver quality vehicle. This is made for like everyday use or every weekend use. This is not something that is a show piece or a concourse quality piece or a full restoration. This is something unique that you can enjoy with your kids or your grandkids or whatever, you know, do the camping thing or the hunting thing or the fishing thing or the farm thing, you know, very, very cool piece here. So the front grille area painted the same color as the vehicle. I would call it classified as silver. Chevrolet there painted in maroon, brown, same color as the striping there that's across the, you know, the hood. And across the front of the grille there. Running down the side of the vehicle, you have a aluminum molding that starts out on the driver's side front fender, continues on the driver door, and then ends on the panel back there in the rear. Front fender paint, real nice on the vehicle. No blistering, bubbling, cracking, anything going on. Real nice paint both on the front fender, and I'm going to show you, since it's a rather large hood, up top here, I believe the stripes are painted on. They certainly feel like they're painted on. And up top on the hood here, the paint's in really nice condition. No clear coat fade or anything going on there. Glass clarity on the front windshield, really nice. Your black rubber gasket that encompasses your front windshield's in nice condition. No cracks or chips here on the driver's side. There is a small chip on the passenger side that I'll show you here later on in the presentation. Does have dual chrome movable mirrors. On the driver door, check it out down low. No blisters, bubbles, cracks, anything going on there. Rocker panel in pretty decent shape there. No issues on the driver door. The chrome door handles, both sides, they look like they very well either could be original from 1966 or they're old. They do have some patina on them, so I'll point that out there. Once again, paint that encompasses the driver door glass, that's also in nice shape. And then looking down the side of the panel van here, this Route 66, if it's not painted, then it's definitely vinyl with clear over it, because I can feel a little lip there that it might be a sticker. But nonetheless in real nice shape, not faded, cracking, peeling, anything like that. Take a look inside the vehicle real quick to show you this custom interior in the truck. The vinyl there, it's got like a maroon, same color as the hood there, inlay with a black vinyl outskirt there, both on the seat back and then on the seat cushion. Chevrolet steering wheel is wrapped, does have an aftermarket chrome column, custom gauge set in there. It's got the black rubber flooring that is easily cleanable, whether it's with a hose or with soap and water and a rag. Very nice interior overall in the vehicle. Has some speakers there, both in the kick panels and up in the ceiling that we'll show you on the test drive. We'll find out if the radio works. The radio is mounted in the glove box. Custom made Chevrolet wooden armrest here. That's in nice shape, gives the truck some unique character. Door panel here is also custom interior, again black vinyl with an insert here that's a maroon color. So the truck, we got like maroon and silver going on, and then some black on the interior as well. Bottom of the panel is painted the same color as the truck. The inside of the door jamb there, you got some wear and tear there on the door jamb from entering and exiting the truck, but no rust or rot going on. Large rear panel to this truck. I showed you we touched on the top of it momentarily. In the center here, all the paint's real nice. And then, of course, at the bottom, you can see it both in the photos and in the video presentation. It's a large panel truck, and there are no issues there in terms of any kind of paint imperfections. It's a real nice paint job on the entire side of the truck, all the way down. Fuel door, you're going to need some gas in this baby. It's not built for fuel economy, I can promise you that. Rear doors, they're going to open here. When we do open them, they're going to open on hinges. Maroon stripe here on the rear panel. Tail lights have cool character. Rear window glass tinted. Your black rubber that encompasses the rear windows in nice shape, not faded to gray, not cracking from sun fade. Dual exhaust, chrome tips, has your trailer plug there for when you're towing, has a receiver for your hitch, has I haven't mentioned it yet, but as we step around here, it does have a rack up top so you can strap stuff to the roof of this vehicle, boats or luggage or camping equipment, tents, whatever. So let's show you the cool features of this 1966 truck. You have some custom built woodworking boxes in here, some holders for like some fishing poles. We have some wood pole holders up here, or gun racks, pole holders, whatever you want to put in there. Nice wooden stained wood with slats here. Got some boxes that are Velcroed that open up and the lids come off. Both sides, nice, nicely done. These boxes up here are also, they open and you can store stuff in there. They are strapped shut at the moment, but you can open them and use it for storage. And you have a spare tire up there as well. Center console, bucket seats. You can see the backs. Those aren't TVs up there. Those are speakers behind the driver's side and passenger side captain's chairs there. But a lot of room for storage, a lot of cool little compartments. Definitely some, no rear seating, so keep that in mind. But definitely some storage capacity here for whatever you might be hauling to whatever excursion you're taking. Passenger side of the vehicle. The body lines on this thing, there's a lot of metal down the side of this rig. So if there's any subpar workmanship in terms of body or paint, it's going to show. It's going to be pretty evident, okay? But there's no waves down the side of this truck. There's no paint bubbles or blisters. All the wheels are in good shape. They're not pitted or patina. Take a look at those when they are photoed on our website there. Here's your racking, Trackman rack. You can move those forward, backwards, whatever, but you do have 3 different rack mechanisms there to go ahead and strap whatever you'd like to your roof without doing damage to the roof. Passenger side door, check that out. Again, no paint issues there. Blisters, bubbles, cracks. Doors, check. Look at how nicely the door fits to that rear panel. Look at your door gap. Look at how nicely it fits the rear panel to the lower rocker. It's quite something. This is a very cool, very unique piece of inventory we have here in Daytona. Passenger side door, same deal. Wood armrest, vinyl panel, paint down low. All the interior, I don't have any history on the truck. Who built it, who did the woodworking, who did the vinyl, who did the custom gauges. I mean, it's cool. Check out the gauge package there on the side. You got that bow tie emblem. Somebody actually carved that bow tie emblem in the center of the gauge package there. Pretty cool. Definitely a conversation piece, something that's going to get a lot of attention. Again, the rubber matting there, you know, for easy cleanup when you're, this isn't the vehicle you put the wife in and take her to a fancy dinner. This is, again, for the kids, grandkids, guys' weekend, you know, something to take to the campsite, to the cabin, to the, you know, hunting, whatever your circumstances are. 1966 Chevrolet Suburban panel truck. We'll pull it around the building, we'll throw it up in the air and do an undercarriage presentation for you guys, and then we'll take it on a test drive to show you how this vehicle runs out. Okay, we are outside. Our Suburban's a little too tall for our indoor rack, so we're doing our undercarriage presentation on our outdoor rack. Drum brakes up front on this vehicle. It's going to be the same in the back. Huge cross member for this big truck, so we'll take a look here of what we can see of the rear of the oil pan and the block. Starter on this side looks relatively new. Dual headers on the car, or truck I should say. Flywheel is covered, not exposed. Tranny pan in nice condition, no leaks all the way around, nice and sealed up. Frame rails on the truck look good, both sides, driver and passenger. You can see that the truck is sitting on its frame rails on our lift here, and it's nice and stable, no issues. So, as I mentioned earlier, this is kind of a custom build truck, you know, so you can see over here where there's original factory undercoating here, and then there's also sections that have been replaced on the truck that are new. And it's the same on the passenger side. So sections of the vehicle were replaced. But you see nice and solid, no issues, good metal here. And it's the same in the back here. Metal's nice, frame rails are good. So you don't have to worry about any kind of metal issues on the back of the vehicle because it's wood. And the wood's in good shape. You can see that it's not, again, not rotted or any kind of holes in it. On the outskirts here, you can see it's nice and solid. Frame rails continuing back here. Again, nice and solid, no issues. I'm going to step around here so that I don't crack my head on the rear end. The exhaust is nice all the way back. There's no kind of issues with any kind of pinholes or rust holes or anything like that. The dual chrome tips that we showed you in the showroom. You got some baby mufflers here on the outskirts right under the bumper here of our Suburban. Once again, you can see the frame rails are nice and solid on the vehicle. 10-volt rear. Drum brakes in the rear. Pretty cool looking little, well, not little, pretty big, cool 1966 Chevrolet Suburban. I thought this was a very cool truck, very unique. You know, definitely has some character. And for those of you maybe that, you know, have a farm or a hunting camp, or, you know, something where you want to do some fishing or some kayaking, or just a lot of cool stuff that can be done with this truck. Really a fun kind of vehicle to kind of, you know, load up the gear and make it a cool weekend. Let's set it down on the ground. We'll take it on a test drive and we'll see how this vehicle runs out. Inside our 66 Suburban, I actually like this thing. I think it's pretty freaking cool. We do have a horn. We actually have it unplugged because this morning it decided that it wants to work, but when it wants to work, it doesn't want to stop working. So we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to send it over to the shop. 6411 is the miles on the odometer. The title on this vehicle reads exempt. Does have tilt steering. Driver's side turn. Not sure if you can see it with the sun glare. I'll try to. Hopefully you can see it. If you can't, it's working. Passenger side in the same position, opposite side of the cluster. Fuel gauge does work in this thing. All your other gauges are right here. Temp, battery voltage, oil pressure, and tach. Your radio does work. Little remote here, Sony. So there's your radio, little John Mellencamp. Dash in real nice shape, it's painted. Headliner, you got like a custom leather headliner, really nice. Got some speakers behind my head here. It's a pretty sweet ride, pretty cool. Let's take it out on a drive and see how it runs out. One thing about the full-size Chevy Suburbans, Tahoes, Blazers, trucks, they ride like you're on a cloud, and this one's no exception. There are no rattles, no vibrations, tire vibrations, engine vibrations, tranny vibrations whatsoever. The vehicle rides super nice. Speedo works, and it is accurate. Got nice tight steering. I mean, this is a big ride, and you're moving the steering wheel, and the steering gearbox responsive. There's no front end shimmy, there's no engine vibrations, and like I said, it's a really, really nice ride. I mean, when you're driving in this thing, you feel like you have something underneath you, because you do. It's a lot of sheet metal. We'll take it up here, we'll show you how the brakes respond. We'll run it up to through a couple gears, get it up to about 50, 55 miles an hour. But really cool looking truck. To do whatever with. I mean, you know, it's custom built, so nobody's going to have something on the road like it. You know, it's not going to like you're going to roll into either a car show or roll into a campground and somebody's going to have something that looks similar to yours, because it's custom. Nice brakes, stops. I mean, this is a lot of weight to stop. And I stopped flawlessly, easy, no problem. Tranny shifts perfect. You probably can't hear it in the video, but shifts really nice. So if you're watching our Speedo here, about 50, 55 miles an hour. It's a nice smooth ride. There's no front end shimmies at 50 miles an hour. Our temp is good. We're cooling nicely in the vehicle. I like this thing because you sit up high. You got a lot of hood up there up front to look over. Nice big huge front windshield. Even got nice mirrors. You know, I get in a friggin' 69 Camaro, I can't see a thing out of the mirror. And these nice adjustable mirrors, blind spot, stops nicely. Look at that. No kind of pulsation or vibration when you're stopping. No kind of pulling left or pulling right. It's a unique vehicle, and it's going to take a unique buyer. So I'm sure there's somebody out there. You know, the expression in the car business is there's an ass for every seat. And this is one of those things that somebody will have a use for this thing. It's a very cool, very unique vehicle, and I'm happy that we have it here at Hanksters in Daytona Beach as part of our inventory. I enjoyed doing a video presentation on it, and I definitely enjoyed driving it. Very fun piece of equipment, very fun vehicle, truck, Suburban to drive. 386-944-9219 is our contact phone here in Daytona Beach if you are interested in our 1966 Chevrolet Suburban panel truck. Hanksters.com is our website. It's where you can find all the photos of this vehicle today. There's some cool interior photos online, along with this video presentation you're watching right this very moment. At full retail price, this vehicle includes shipping in the lower 48 United States on an enclosed carrier. It also includes a powertrain warranty. It's if we can fit it on an enclosed carrier. Some you can, depending on where it's going to go. You know, if it's a bigger rig, it might not fit. I mean, you know, if it's going to California or something where it's got multiple cars on board. Anyways, ask about shipping, because I don't know, it's not going to fit in every single trailer. It also includes a powertrain warranty. That warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. It covers the engine, the transmission, and the rear end. ASE certified facilities are all dealerships and most independent and franchise facilities. You just can't take it to your buddy Bob at work that says he knows Chevrolets inside and out and bring it over, he can fix it. That's not going to fly. But you probably take it to the same person that's working on your daily driver. Is the price of this vehicle negotiable? Most certainly is. If we negotiate the price of the vehicle, the warranty comes off. The warranty's... It's a 66. Yep. It's like a panel truck, Suburban. Yep. Thank you. I told you this thing will generate some activity, right? Case in point. Now, where was I? Back to this whole warranty thing. The warranty is good at any ASE certified facility in the United States. It covers engine, transmission, rear end, so on and so forth. Is the price of the car truck, Suburban, van, truck, SUV, whatever, negotiable? Yes, it is negotiable within reason. If we negotiate the price of the vehicle, the warranty comes off. The warranty is good at full retail price only. Also, the shipping comes off. We are a turnkey type dealer at full retail price, which means we offer you the security of the warranty, and then we handle all your shipping logistics. So we vest the carrier, make sure they're properly licensed and bonded to carry your vehicle. We set up the pickup. We make the delivery arrangements. We pay the driver when they pick the vehicle up. At a negotiated cost, you will do all that legwork on your own. Maybe you're a collector, you have your own trailer, you want to come trailer this rig home, you could certainly do that. That's no issue whatsoever. And then, of course, if you are located in Florida here and you want to come drive this vehicle home, you can do that also. You can drive it wherever you're at in the United States if you want to. I wouldn't recommend driving a 50, 55-year-old vehicle home that you've never driven before, but that's entirely up to you. Hanksters Hot Rods is located in Central Florida, sunny, beautiful Daytona Beach. And once again, our website is hanksters.com. Check us out. We'd love to earn your business.